So I go to Catholic school. I wasn't the best student. I'd like to create a lot of chaos because it just meant that we didn't have to sit in class.
Yeah.
So every first Friday, we'd have to have confession. We'd have confession, and the way it would work is the 8th grade class. There was an 8A and 8B, and 8A would be excused. We all sat alphabetically, and the first student would be excused at 8:30 in the morning and would start walking down the hallway down to the chapel. And then the next student, the nuns would like release us like airplanes. We'd then next kid and next kid, and they just keep going and going and going. Then 8B would go, and then 7A, 7B. You get the idea all the way. So poor Father Mac, who used to have to sit in the confessional booth and listen to probably the same stupid 3 confessions. I was disrespectful to my mother. I lied to my father, and, whatever else it was, just something else. It was always the same sort of thing. So I'm down there getting yelled at in the principal's office. I get a call. They get a call that Father Mac is not going to be there. There will be no priest to hear confessions on this particular First Friday. So Curley, go up there and tell sister not to release the students. So I'm walking up the hallway, and I see Chris, I can't remember his last name, began with a B. Or is it Chris something or other?
Brown.
Right, yeah, Chris Brown's coming down, and he looked like he had a lot to say. Like he looked like he was carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I thought, well, this guy looks like he needs confession. So that, if I get ahead of him, I turn around and head down there. Since Father Mac's not going to be there, why not? Something to do. So I sat in the confessional booth where Father Mac would sit. And I heard 8A, 8B, and 7A until finally I got caught. And the way I got caught was I was in there for a long time, and I was doing, the bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been for 3 weeks since my last confession. I was disrespectful to my mother. I lied to and I hit my brother, stuff like that. Well, this one guy comes in and says that he had, touched himself in an impure manner. And then when I asked for more specifics, he started to cry. And then he ran out of the confessional booth, and he was standing there. And the nun then knocked at the door to ask Father Mac what was happening. Right. And I was the one in that. And I thought to myself, I could just say, I got into the wrong box.
Right. Yeah. That happens, I'm sure.
And I got at it when I walked out of there. That all the kids that had realized, because they were all doing their Hail Marys and Our Fathers, that I had heard all their confessions.
Did you hear anything really?
No, nothing good. Only that one guy.
So what kind of trouble did you get in for?
Oh, I got it suspended. And that's it. I mean, that is it. There's a venial sin and a mortal sin. I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do when I get to heaven on that one.
And
mortal?
now you know
the rest of the story. Father Mac. Yeah. All right. 2 Hail Marys, 3 Our Fathers. Just stuff like that's what he sounded like anyway. So it was really easy. I was going to have him do jumping jacks and push-ups on the altar, but that would have been really bad.
That would have been a dead giveaway.
Phew. Just something to create chaos. I didn't have to sit in class.